In a land where ancient forests, winding rivers, quiet lakes, and vast grasslands meet, Kabini appears to be a peaceful paradise, but beneath that beauty lies the brutal reality of nature. Scorching dry seasons, pitch-black nights, and constant struggles for survival force every creature to sharpen its instincts, from mastering the art of hunting to enduring the harshest conditions. These adaptations create the most intense stories and fierce battles for life. Among the dominant predators, one figure commands unmatched awe, a silent presence emerging from the darkness like a mirage, its bright eyes and jet-black coat blending seamlessly into the night. The legendary Black Panther of Kabini, known locally as Rue, the ghost of the deep forest. As morning light filters through the treetops, a dark shape crouches low in the grass, stalking a herd of spotted deer. Muscles tense, breath slow, every movement calculated as it inches closer to the perfect strike. But before the final charge, langur monkeys from the canopy sound an alarm, shattering the silence and sending the deer fleeing. Rue bursts from hiding, but the hunt is lost, leaving only frustration in the warm sunlight. His jet-black fur, caused by a rare genetic trait called melanism that cloaks his entire body, makes him invisible at night, but exposes him during the day, often costing him opportunities. While Rue struggles with the bright hours, elsewhere in the forest, a golden leopard moves effortlessly through the bushes, its spotted coat blending perfectly with the sunlit grass. Each step is fluid and weightless, a natural advantage that allows it to hunt with ease while the ghost of Kabini waits for night to return. Every movement radiated complete focus as the golden leopard fixed its eyes on a large deer grazing peacefully, unaware of the silent danger closing in. In a single explosive burst, the predator lunged from its hiding place, and within seconds, the deer collapsed under its force. The male leopard crouched beside its fallen prey, its jaws still marked with fresh blood. But then it lifted its head, staring into the dark forest where Rue the Black Panther stood watching. Their eyes met in a tense, wordless confrontation, a silent promise that a deadly clash between these two formidable hunters was inevitable. Yet Kabini was more than a battleground. It was a realm where nature's rhythms continued without pause, and the mating season had once again awakened the entire forest. Scent markings filled the paths, signaling the ancient call to preserve life. Stags clashed violently, their antlers echoing through the trees, while wild elephants announced their presence with deep rumbling roars as males displayed their strength to attract mates. Above them, the forest canopy shimmered with life as birds called out and spread their vibrant feathers, peacocks unfurling their magnificent tails like living jewels. This was a season where strength, pride, and instinct intertwined. For leopards, it was a time when only the strongest males could earn the right to approach a female. And deep within the quiet forest, Rue encountered a new presence, a female leopard whose golden coat gleamed softly in the sunlight. Graceful and self-assured, she watched him closely, waiting to see whether the ghost of Kabini was truly worthy. The moment of silence between them did not last long. From behind, the male leopard emerged with fierce eyes that declared his claim to dominance, leaving no space for rivals during the unforgiving mating season. Rue accepted the challenge, and a violent clash erupted between the two predators, each fighting with raw instinct and determination. When the struggle ended under the Kabini sunlight, Rue stood victorious, proving himself worthy and reaffirming his title as the ruler of the deep forest. The female leopard, no longer cautious, approached him with quiet acknowledgement of his strength, and together they fulfilled the oldest instinct of the wild. Time passed, and the female gave birth to a litter of small cubs, who stumbled after her through the shadows, the beginning of a new generation of Kabini's elusive ghost. Yet the forest was home to more than just Rue's silent power. Another force moved through the jungle, the Bengal tiger, known locally as the zabal, a creature of immense strength and a roar capable of shaking the very trees. Where Ru ruled through darkness and silence, the tiger embodied raw force and fearless dominance. Sharing the same territory kept the forest tightly wound with tension, as any moment could spark a deadly contest for supremacy. Heavy footsteps signaled the tiger's arrival, its massive form appearing between the trees. Its orange-gold coat, slashed with deep black stripes like sharpened blades, blended perfectly with the tall grass while marking it as a unique individual. Reaching over 3 meters in length and weighing up to 250 kilograms. The Bengal tiger was built for dominance: thick shoulders, rippling muscles, a broad head, and fangs nearly 10 centimeters long, forming a predator perfected by evolution. Despite its size, it moved with startling agility, able to swim across the Kabini River, scale hills with surprising speed, and detect even the faintest sound or scent from far away. A master of ambush, it could remain still for hours before launching a devastating charge at more than 60 kilometers per hour, ending its prey with a single crushing bite. In Kabini, it hunted deer, wild boars, and buffalo. And when the opportunity arose, it even seized kills from other predators, including leopards. As the Bengal tiger, unrivaled symbol of strength, moves through the tall grass. Even Ru, the legendary black phantom of Kabini, remains cautious. The massive striped predator crouches low, eyes fixed on a herd of deer grazing at the forest's edge, its muscles tightening as it waits for the perfect moment to strike. Suddenly, the langur monkeys erupt into loud warnings from above, startling the deer into a frantic escape. But the alert comes too late. In a blur of power, the tiger charges, and the sambar deer collapses beneath its crushing jaws, becoming a fresh kill in the heart of Kabini. From the shadows, Ru watches silently, knowing that this tiger is not only a rival for prey, but a challenger to his own position in the wild hierarchy. Without a sound, he retreats deeper into the darkness. As mating season arrives, Kabini echoes with the thunderous roars of competing males until the tigress chooses her mate. Months later, in a sheltered cave, her tiny cubs enter the world blind, weak, and entirely dependent on her strength. She protects them fiercely, hunts tirelessly, and teaches them their first lessons in stalking and survival. The sight of a mother tiger leading her cubs beneath the forest canopy stands as a powerful symbol of life, continuing through instinct and resilience. Kabini is a land where the black panther's shadow and the Bengal tiger's golden strength coexist, each hunt and every roar a reminder of nature's harsh beauty. Far away, along the southern tip of Africa, where the cold Benguela current crashes against black cliffs, life unfolds in a different rhythm. Here, Cape fur seals crowd the rocky shores, their dark bodies pressed together as sharp cries fill the air. Amid the chaos, a female gives birth, and within moments, her trembling newborn emerges onto the cold stones, announcing its arrival with soft cries. Across continents and ecosystems, the struggle for survival never stops, flowing endlessly like the wild itself. Amid the noise of the crowded colony, a newborn seal pup calls out for its mother, its faint voice the only lifeline that guides them back to each other. Cape fur seals live along the coasts of Namibia and South Africa, their dense brown or gray fur and powerful bodies adapted for deep, cold waters. Males can weigh up to 300 kilograms, while females are much smaller, and every breeding season thousands gather on the rocks as males battle for territory and attract mates. After mating, the female carries her pup for about 11 months, with the fertilized egg pausing its developments so birth aligns with the next season. When the pup is only days old, the mother must dive into the sea for hours to hunt sardines, anchovies, and squid. Yet even among thousands, she can find her pup by its unique cry. As evening settles and the ocean glows deep orange, one mother rests beside her young on the cold stones, weary from hunger and the harshness of the sea. From the shadows, a brown hyena emerges silent, lean, and determined, moving through the rocks toward an unprotected pup. In an instant, it seizes the pup and vanishes, while the mother's desperate cry echoes too late across the shore. The hyena slips into the dusk, only to be watched by a group of black-backed jackals, who circle briefly before retreating, leaving the predator to disappear with its prize. Far to the south, calm waves wash over a quiet beach where African penguins waddle between sunlit boulders, small yet resilient birds perfectly suited for warm climates. Standing about 60 to 70 centimeters tall, they are recognized by their pink eye patches and black chest bands, living in pairs that carefully build nests and raise their chicks. Clumsy on land but swift in the water, they can reach impressive speeds and dive deep in search of fish, though their numbers continue